Stop! Competition is a deeply emotionally charged experience. Fight for your life, fight for your life. And if you don't accept the emotions that come with the fullness of competition, you're holding yourself back. What are you going to focus on? To stretch their bandwidth for stress, to build capacity, to build resilience.
Anything that you are dealing with that is stressing you out, that is holding you back, that you may not want to talk about because it's embarrassing, that's why we are here. I promise you I will help you figure it out. I need you guys to trust me. None of this works if you don't trust me. I will give everything I have to you. I just need you to trust me. Everything that we do this week and the next 2 weeks is going to be hard. It's going to be very, very difficult. Mentally, physically, spiritually, like you guys have no idea what you're signing up for. I've told the coaches specifically to push you until you tap out. I need to see what it looks like. I need to see how it manifests for you. I need to see how you respond to that type of situation.
The boot camp has always kind of been a performance lab, a place to test the ideas, refine my approach, and see firsthand how athletes respond. I wanted this year to be a smaller, more intimate group so that I can track the progress of the athletes in real time. Person over player isn't just some catchy phrase. It's a belief that real player development demands whole person understanding. And I believe that starts with the mind.
Heading over to the gym right now, a little nervous. I know that inherently there's going to be 1 or 2 kids that don't show up just because, you know, everybody wants to get better in theory, but when it comes down to doing the uncomfortable things that it requires, there's always going to be a drop off. It's human nature. You know, the purpose of this performance lab is to understand the human nature and fight back against it, to obtain a version of yourself that is greater than you've anticipated, because you recognize the influence that your emotions have in governing your decisions. Without the awareness, you just become a slave to your feelings. You just become a slave to your thoughts, to your fears, doubt, and insecurities. I'm no superhero, but I do know this to be true.
How long have you been doing this for?
Probably like 4 years.
My name is Kai Feldman. I'm the player development coach from Los Angeles, California originally. And I got to know Caleb through our time at Syracuse. I'd say the biggest difference between this year and 2 years ago was the intention leading up to it. Like year one, the intention was let's just do this and see what happens. And then this time we came around like we had a vision for it that's backed with science, with experience, with stories. Like we see it every day that we work this from beginning to end.
My job is to stretch their bandwidth for stress under certain constraints so that we can develop the necessary tools for them to thrive in any environment. Because right now, the quality of their performance is predicated on how comfortable they are in any given environment. There's a lack of insight into what it requires to build capacity, to build resilience. A lot of coaches assume that the more challenging the environment, the harder I coach you, the more I yell at you, that the players are just supposed to magically respond in a different way. If we don't develop the tools and the awareness to what's going on internally, we're never going to have freedom of choice of how we respond to that level of stress.
We've spent so many hours to really figure out what was going to be the balance between skill development and just mental challenge. We didn't want to compromise one for the other. We felt like we could balance both.
Come over here. Up and sit down. Good morning. Thank you guys for waking up again. This is the only time I'm going to bring it up. Right? When things start to get difficult for you, when you start to feel overwhelmed, I want you to only think about 2 things: effort and attention in the right direction. Meaning, when you start to feel like you're being consumed with discomfort, I want you to focus all of your effort and attention on what can I control in this moment. I want you to have them in your mind in advance, because what happens is when you get out there and you start to get into the deep end and you start to struggle, you've lost all sense of clarity. How you're feeling starts to pull at your attention, where all you can think about is just suffering and how uncomfortable you are, and while my coach is being an asshole and how embarrassed I am, and all the things are fighting for your attention. You have to remember in advance, what can I control? And if you don't know these things before you start, it's gonna be hard for you to pull back on them when it matters. Gabby, you're first. Gotta make 8. Hear me closely, listen to me. If I see you put your fucking eyes down, it doesn't count. If I see you sulk, it doesn't count. If I see you have bad body language, it doesn't count. Figure it out.
There you go, ball. Let's go.
3, 2, 1, go. Doesn't count. Doesn't count. Doesn't count. That she's already at -2. She said fuck and she missed.
Here we go.
Doesn't count. Eyes were down. What I believe is a big reason why you guys struggle when shit hits the fan is because you're not aware of where to put your attention. When your attention is no longer on the details and your attention is now on how you feel, you lose sight of the details and the quality of the reps decrease. Effort and attention. It's not just effort alone. You can give maximum effort, but if your attention's in the wrong direction, you're just running really hard. You're just getting really tired. To be able to hold your attention on what's required from you, in spite of how you feel. Huh? So you're gonna throw up? So fucking throw up and get right back to it. Doesn't count, didn't call for ball. Effort and attention, Gab. Time! Over here. Over here. They get so consumed by what they're feeling that they cannot create separation between who they are and what they feel. Anything that you cannot manage, you become consumed by. And that's what we're seeing in real time. The purpose of the performance lab is to create structured chaos where we can manage the stress level for each individual day to day, have time to reflect, build awareness to how they responded, develop frameworks of understanding for them to build self-awareness, and then put them back in the environment so that we can test in real time their coping mechanisms. Listen, I don't want to hear if I wasn't. All I want to know is, are you going to fucking go again?
Yeah, I'm going to go.
And when you go again, what are you going to focus on? Tight underneath one motion. Come on, come on. Let's go. Say it, what is it? Again. Show me.
Come on, push, Gabby. Good, good. Good, we're at 2. We're at 2. 2. Come on, Gabby, you gotta move. Good, good, coming in, ball. Good. Brady, hands off your knees. I ain't hearing you talk. Let's go. Ball, we're at 4. 5, 5. Off the dribble. Come on, we need 8. 3 more. Good, good. Come on, big shot, Gab. Good, good. Here we go. Here we go, off the dribble. Let's go, big one. Come on, for 8, for 8. Yeah.
Caleb is pushing them to their absolute limit and then showing them that that's not really their limit. Like, he gets them to that point where they think they have nothing else, and slowly, like one moment at a time, they realize they have a little bit more to give. So by the time you finish 3 days, like, your limits are now different.
Good work today. Clap it up, clap it up. That was good.
Right? What do you remember talking about when we were sitting here earlier? Gabby, talk to me.
Effort and attention the whole time.
Effort and attention. What does that mean?
Like focusing on what you can control and like the purpose of the drill. So even when you're tired, remembering like what we're doing and the reason behind it.
100%. What did you have?
Attention to detail.
Attention to detail. What does that mean?
Like when you get tired, like have that thing that you can hone back to, like that you know you're focusing in on that drill. Like so that way even when you're tired, you can just go straight back to that thing and you know you're getting something out of that drill.
Think back to the full workout. Which drills were we doing where you feel like you allowed those things that we just discussed to slip away from you? You understand what I'm asking of you? Talk to me, Luca.
In the first drill we were doing there, the snake back one, I was trying to think of the footwork we were doing, but I kept doing it wrong and I couldn't figure it out.
That's gonna happen sometimes, right? The more you're looking to expand your skill set, the more you're gonna hit that wall, the more you're gonna hit your ceiling. So many of you, it takes you so much longer than it should to acquire new skills because you're so busy resisting the feelings that are associated with failure that you're not embracing that this is a part of it. And because you're resisting this failure, you're getting so frustrated, and that frustration is serving as a distraction from the details, from the anchor. That's why you guys have to understand that when you're playing this game, when you're being challenged, competition, it's a deeply emotionally charged experience. And if you don't accept the emotions that come with the fullness of competition, you're holding yourself back simply by not embracing it. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be frustrating. But if you're so busy fighting, oh fuck, I can't figure it out, fuck, I can't figure it out, fuck, I can't figure it out, that now you're losing focus. You're making it 10 times harder than it needs to be. Gabby, what are you hearing from me right now?
Kept messing that up and then like forgetting the whole purpose of the drill and kind of just slowing myself down and remembering like what I'm doing and like embracing that struggle, but also being able to work through it and not shutting down because of it.
I felt like I saw you kind of hit a wall for a moment when we were over there. What was going on? When you hit that wall, what were you wrestling with in that moment internally?
I'm tired and I'm pissed off. Well, that I wasn't making any shots, and also the fact that I was like, felt like I was gonna throw up. So then that also, then I give into that, and then I let just kind of fucking give up on myself.
There's a skill of not getting too high, not getting too low. And the secret sauce is detachment from the outcome and ultimate attachment to the process. It's about all the necessary steps that lead to the outcome. But when you skip the steps and only focus on the outcome, now you're not able to repeat success because you're not in tune with the details that matter. Your performance is gonna be like this because some days you're gonna remember the steps, some days you're gonna forget. The more chaos that's in the environment, the more things that are fighting for your attention, and all these things that are fighting for your attention, they're just there to distract you from the steps. It's this tug of war for your attention. Your homework before you come back here tomorrow is I want you to get really, really clear of what your distractions are, right? When you're playing. Like where does your mind drift to that pulls your attention away from the process? Cool?
Can I get a towel over
Yeah,
here?
come on, bring it in. Really, really good job. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Good work, go work.
Good job, good job, good job. Yo, Ouija, good job, brother. Good job. Write those things down, okay? So much of what we're doing today is just to see how you respond when you're tired, right? Because when you're tired, you give in to human nature, which is to find the shortcut. I'm not above it. There's no human that's above it, right? You have to know that when you get tired, your instinct is to look for a way out. So what that means is If we can get better at expanding our capacity for discomfort, we can outlast anybody. And if you can outlast anybody, you're always gonna have a fucking chance. Take it from him! 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 Take it from him, Alex! Take it! Every time he takes it from you, start over. Bully him! Take it! Take it! Good! Good! Fight! 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 Ouija, now you gotta fight, right? You gotta fight. Look at me. Look at me. It ain't gonna come easy, baby. Right? It ain't gonna come easy, baby. You gotta go get it. Right? Come on, fight, 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 fight. Move, move, fight. Come on, fight. Go, go, go. Come on, come on. Good job, Ouija.